what's up YouTube? I'm your incredible host, Steamtown Gamer, and welcome to The Last Door Season 2, Episode 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and select this manually. So what actually happened before, I was doing a recording and this level was particularly difficult to the point where I couldn't do it without looking up at least some kind of tutorial. There's a puzzle that I just couldn't do, and I essentially just ruined the episode. So this is the psychiatrist. Okay. Episodes. Oh, yep, next episode. New game. Okay, yes, start over Season 2, Episode 2. Okay. Previously on The Last Door. So if you recall, there was that woman who had barricaded herself in... Oh, yes, I remember this. Everything must be said. When the time comes. He's burying something in this mine shaft, but I don't know what. When I first saw it, I thought he was burying himself. Like he's trying to get away. He's trying to hide. The game kitchen, yes, skip. So there was that woman who barricaded herself, and the professors, well, the doctors, had knocked up on the door. For a moment the sky was dark. We heard the calls of 1,000 birds, but another sound rose above them. A sound I cannot describe. What? What just happened here? Where is Miss Connie? We're too late. So this Miss Connie was in here. We heard the knock on the door, but something happened. Is it ashes? The windows are covered in wooden planks. It looks like she was trying to keep someone from entering, or something from getting out. It's a bit cliched, but I'll roll with it. Chalk, a circle drawn hastily on the floor. She thought she could prevent what she knew was about to happen, but she was wrong. I don't know what to make of all of this. I do. Okay, we're on a train having a nice cup of tea. Are you alright, Curfman? Yes, nothing, my friend. Just a bit of a cold. Now, my friend, I think we should talk. In the light of the events we have recently witnessed, a matter cannot be delayed any further. You must make an important decision. It is not yet too late to go back to our daily lives. If you want to continue, you must forget all about... If you do not want to continue, you must forget all about your patient, David. You will have to keep yourself and everything you have learned about the mystery of his disappearance and never talk about it again. But should you wish to continue this search, you will need to accept the consequences, whatever they may be. Please do not make this decision lightly. The path ahead is not without peril. You know my answer already, Curfman. I know what happened to David. I want to know what happened to David. So be it then. As you may already realize, this matter involving your patients transcends the limits of physiology as we know it. We are dealing with the effects of trauma or demons, or of the subconscious, at least not in the terms that we are used to. We are dealing with something old, something dark. A sinister truth that has been burned deep for generations. This man, Alexander Dupree, and his organization, I think they tried to uncover these secrets. And I fear they might have already. Miss Connie's fate, whatever it was, must have been related somehow. but my knowledge of this area is simply not sufficient. We must pay a visit to my old friend, someone I never thought I'd want to see again. The man who introduced me to the extended scientific field of the occult. My mentor, Professor Adam Wright. So that is essentially what we're doing. We're going to his house. This is the map. Wickport. Knock, knock, knock. I doubt he is away at this time of day. Perhaps he cannot hear us from the front. Let's try to use the back door. She's digging in the yard. Miss Oatwood, she's the manor's housekeeper. Yes, who is it? Good morning, Miss Oatwood. Do you remember me? Why, Miss Dr. Curfman. Bless your soul. It's been so long. I hardly recognized you. How nice to see you again. Allow me to introduce my colleague, Dr. John Wakefield. Is a professor at home? We would like to see him. Why, yes, Doctor, of course. I'm quite forgetting myself. Let me take you in. It is really good for you to come. He receives so few visitors these days, on account of his condition. His condition? Oh, sir, I am right sorry. I thought you knew. The professor, he suffers from an ailment affecting his brain. He is now entirely confined to his bed. He's got dementia, if you haven't guessed it. So this is the guy from the opening cutscene, the one who caused a cave-in at that mine. Professor Wright, you have visitors. One of them is your old friend. Look, do you recognize him? It is John, Professor, your old pupil. I reckon he does remember you, John. It's been a long time since I have seen him so excited. I will leave you to talk to the Professor. It may be difficult to keep him on one subject for long. But, oh, does it him such a world of good to speak with old friends. Should you need my assistance, I will be in the backyard. Professor? Uncle James, you're back. It is I, Professor, Jonathan Curfman. Where is father? Has he been taken? He suffers from some kind of memory loss. Yes, I'm afraid he will not tell us much at this state. Could we stimulate his memories? Maybe he could tell us of his research, something to unravel the mysteries of the playwright? Perhaps we have fewer options in any case. Let us try. Why don't you explore the manor? There may be some objects we can use to jog his professor's memory. Meanwhile, I'll try to talk to him about the research we gathered. So I'm just going to go do what I essentially did before. We go here. I know we don't go there yet. That is the library. We want to go to the library. We want to grab this little toy. Check out this picture. A portrait of Professor Wright. He appears to be quite different back then. An imposing, inquisitive figure. We go back upstairs. That's the bathroom. Father, we give him the soldier. Do you recognize this, Professor Wright? Sergeant Downing sent from the front. That he returned was not Sergeant Downing. My dearest visitor, he will know where to look. Oh, what a time we will have. Your visitor? Do you mean Professor? He will have seen the map. He will know the books of travels. The book of travels? Yes, yes. He will work out. It must not be easy, but he will find the prizes, I am sure. Proud man. So we just have to follow this this clue. We need to find a book of travel. And where do we find books? In the library. So if we click on this, mentioned, one of the pages is marked. Okay, it's about the travels of Marco Polo. So I explored the whole manor, looking for everything, interacting with anything I could. I found essentially nothing. The only thing I could do was this. So we can actually click on this, and we're supposed to read this, and it will tell us the journey. I'm going to go ahead and skip that. I went and looked at the YouTube tutorial on how to do this puzzle, and even other YouTubers seem to be having a lot of problems with this. That one, he went there, he went up, down, there we are. Something clicked. And after this is all just tutorial that I watched. Seems to have triggered measurement. A small component has opened up inside the globe. I believe it's a letter. A sealed letter inside. It's simply addressed to my dearest visitor. Curfman needs to see this before it gets opened. Yeah, all this I saw in a online walkthrough, but I didn't watch too far ahead. I didn't want to. I want to be surprised. Remember those? Okay, let's see. We show Curfman. Curfman, look! I found an envelope. It was hidden inside a globe. What a strange mechanism opened. To my dearest visitor, let's see what's inside. Exactly. This is another part of an intricate riddle. But to what purpose? To canal something, perhaps, or just it acts as a confused and drowning mind. I am increasingly of the opinion that this is some kind of mental construct, some riddle conjured up by the professor's failing mind. He may not even understood what he did. Those seeking wisdom must first find their own foolishness. Reflect on yourself in the heat of passion, to reveal what the cold eye of logic sees not. So we got to go down to the kitchen. It's the library. Kitchen's through here, I think. Pretty sure that door's locked. I'll check it. This is the she was outside. I'd like to ask you something, Miss Oakwood. Of course, Doctor. How did the professor become afflicted? She just talks about it's genetic. Is the professor right fond of riddles? Indeed, yes. It has been an inquested of every mind game that you can imagine. In better days, he would host parties every other month. Themed stores, he called them. Oh, those were good times. It seems so long ago now. Jars filled with pickled spice, and there's a box of matches there. So we can get these box of matches now because she's here, and she is an old teapot. It's filled with cold water. So these weren't here before. We can interact them because she at some point used them. Matchboxes. teapot. Will cool soon. Okay. I think if we take too long, the teapot will go cold. I don't know if that actually works. Reflect on yourself in the heat of passion. Reveal knowledge in the air. Reveals a hidden message. A clue to the letter. Knowing yourself, you may look upon your master, meet his imposing gaze, and speak. Imposing gaze lies beneath. Thereby learn the question of the final answer. So I know what to do now. And if we look at the portrait here, there is a small key taped to the back of the picture and the frame and a note. I add this clue to the letter. The question is the world from the peak of the man's tallest tower. The answer yearns up from the root of life and time itself. I think that means the addict. And if I recall, the addict was like over here. It's locked. Yep, it says addict, use the golden key. We can now go up. A shelf covered in old ornaments, pieces of metalwork, pipes, and strange shapes. Some kind of round mechanism. This is the same one that's at the front of the house. Yeah, just like the one at the front of the house, there's only two pictures to choose from. An unusual electrical device. I'm unfamiliar with its function, but I can tell there's a piece of equipment missing. Looks like we're missing another dial. We're supposed to look out over here. The Queen has removed her mask. Oh yes, those are the statues in the backyard. Cloaked in a clay vessel. Okay, the answer yawns from the very root of life and time itself. I should check to see if there's something hidden under that tree. This is the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Wonder what she's baking. Thick layer of ice covers the water. Here. It looks as though something has been concealed beneath the thick rocks. Another note and a key bound together. I'll add this to the letter clue. Okay. Then you'll be ready to climb to the tallest heights and yet see the deepest roots The truth of our ancestors knew with a stone silence come to unknown. It is a truth to our ancestors. It's a truth our ancestors knew, and with some silent stone. The key is engraved in the shape of a feather. Feather key. Pretty sure there's nothing out here I can use it for. I do know that there is a basement, so ancestors are buried, so maybe that is the key to the basement. Here's the basement here. Small sign reads basement. The key does not fit here, but there are other rooms. Maybe it opens this one. It's locked. Okay, we'll try this. The key doesn't fit here. That's right outside. Oh, right. Now I remember. Yes, because I played it in the first game. There was the first round. There was a door back here. Here, and it sounds like birds. It's locked. I can hear a racket of many birds on the other side. Well, we've got the feather key, so we apply said feather key, and now we can go. What does the note say? What does the letter say? Knowing thyself, you may look upon your master and meet. The truth is in our ancestors knew. With stone silence, come into the unknown. Okay. A truth of our ancestors knew, silence known, unknown. So there's a bust. There is a small compartment in the base of the bust. Inside is a note. Only by entering the gashing jaws of primal horror. Primal horror. Press the reads. Looks like he's actually collecting birds. The bird inside has a grey breast, brown wings. It's got the actual scientific name. What's behind this one? A embroidered cloth covers his cage. It's written on it. If the birds are silent, the phrase trails off. A bird with red feathers on its head and breast. Not even going to remotely try to pronounce that scientific name. I know that you can put the cloth on birds, and they think it's night time, so they go to sleep. The bird grows suddenly quiet. don't think there's anything else to do in here. Maybe I have to give him the cloth? By entering the gashing jaws of primal horror. That's not it. I'm going to check the front because I know there was like statues, like they're the only animals that I can think. I don't know if they were lions or gargoyles or something. Only by entering the gashing jaws of the primal horror. Oh, turns out there is something hidden in the lion's mouth, a leather. I think something triggered a mechanism inside. There's also a note in here. I'll add it to the clue to the letter. You will last know the truth. It's the last. Could this be the last part of the riddle? Something triggered inside. What? This door open? Door didn't open. Maybe it was upstairs, maybe it won't open. A secret passage is opened at the end of the corridor. Okay. That's pretty cool. Looks like Professor Wright's archive. I should bring Curfman here at once. Looks like I basically did it. Experiments 1885. Let us see. Have a look at this. Be careful. There's a small key inside the folder. To the basement. The 1st of August 1885 results at last. After many months of tedious observation, something has finally come from the other side. I heard a sound of footsteps exploring the proximity of this stone archway. This could seem to verify my hypothesis. Absolute horror is the key that we seek. Okay, the 12th, 1885. Containment in the underground tunnel has been breached. Followed by this all blanked out. The 15th of December. I have no choice but to abort the experiment. It can no longer be controlled. There is but one thing left to do. I will seal the tunnel and hope that the Abomination remains forever entombed within. What is that supposed to be? It seems to be a log a professor kept during one of his experiments almost 7 years ago. It's noteworthy that one of the entries has been redacted. But what is written here? It cannot be true. There must be some kind of hallucination, a sign of the professor, rightness, illness maybe? Perhaps. We should not jump to conclusions. We cannot conclude that the professor had another working place underground. Perhaps the key opens the basement door. There should be a route through the underground tunnel. Meanwhile, I'll keep looking through these documents. There must be something more than that old folder among this mess. What's this? A set of framed silites. Under each of is an unscribed plaque. So I'm guessing that we have to get the order right. Mr. Satchwell, a well-positioned man, he fell madly in love with the younger daughter of the Bartleys and proposed to her. So I'm guessing we have to read the plaque and just figure out from there which one we need. Miss Bartley did never take her eyes off her daughter and watched them at all times. Yes, so she's watching them too. Mr. Bartley tried to show his support for his daughter. For their daughter, but his wife never paid any attention to him. That could be him. That doesn't even look human. That was it? A compartment opened up in the wall. Just like before, it's just another ball thing. Piles of papers of all kinds, discarded notes, letters, receipts, all mixed up. Many folders, they have no distinctive tag on them. On the folders with dates on them in complete disarray. Can I talk to him? I still need some more time here. Why don't you check out the key if they opens a basement? There could be another entrance to an underground tunnel that mentioned by the professor. Well, I guess my ass is going downstairs. I wonder what the maid is doing. This is not where the maid is. She is the housekeeper. Nope, she's still there. See if she's got any more to say. Nothing. Nothing at all. Basement key. Basement. My ass is now going down. It's completely dark here, in here. I feel a cold draft coming from the front. It's too dark. I need something to light my way. Couldn't I just ask the housekeeper if she's got like a lantern or a candle or something I could borrow? Preferably a Maybe I can make a torch? I mean, I've got the matches. Maybe I could try lighting the matches and then walking a little. Oh, my bad. My B. To go in here. Oh, okay. So I can do that apparently. Oh, I get a feeling I'm going to get a jump scare. The hell is this stuff? There's another one of those. I've run out of matches. Oh, okay. Something's happening. Turns out I had to click around for a bit, that's all. I have fallen through a hole. Where am I? The flow of air is stronger. A working lantern. Now I can get out of here safely. Oh, a part of the tunnel is blocked by a cave-in. The underground tunnel is not accessible from here. I should go back. So this is where he... Oh, thank goodness, a ladder. Looks like a component of some kind of mechanism. Maybe I can find use for it elsewhere. So that's where we need to go, I think. That's where I fell down. So what is this thing? A mechanism of some sort? Okay, that's what it is. He's walking very slowly in the dark. This is old furniture left here to rot. Oh, my bad. Old furniture left here to rot. Now I guess we go back upstairs. If we cannot access the tunnel mentioned in the Professor's Wright's log, how are we supposed to find the missing parts of his research? I must talk to Curfman about this. Oh, we go straight here then. I was able to use the key to explore the basement, but there is a large hole in the floor. One of the hole may lead to some sort of tunnel, but it's completely covered in rocks and debris, so I could not tell for sure. Covered in debris sounds as if the professor succeeded in blocking the entrance to his underground area. This is unfortunate for us. I have made some preparations of my own, my friend. I think this could help us deliberate the next step of research. Have a look. Today, a meeting finally took place. You see, Mr. Wright, our organization is keenly interested in your research. Would We would reach an agreement to fund this project. But first we need to know the details. I understand. The main factor in this is the condition of the test subject. How open is he to suggestion? As you know, only the human mind can open a physical passage to the other side. So a complete absolute darkness will be required for the experiment. A result secluded place, completely isolated, a place that can only bring us of what we may be hiding in the dark. I have the perfect location in mind, but it's total darkness and seclusion. How could the results of the experiments be studied or observed? That is previously where your organization can provide help. I have designed a special device that would allow me to listen from a safe distance, but I lack the means to manufacture it myself. That is that speaker thing that was in the cave. That we could arrange. But there is one thing I would like to know. How would the experiment be triggered? By means of chemical compound of some kind? Do you mean a serum? Not at all. That would be of no allegiance whatsoever. The trigger is the mind itself. The emotion as terror. The primal fear that surfaces and develops in our mind from the times humans were mere beasts, which allows us to open a physical passage beyond the valve of rational thought. Primal terror is the key. We will use it to open the last door. Could this organization be the playwright? I mean, my fjord? It may be my fjord. If so, then we are closer to the truth than we thought. But in this room I'll be able to find some fragments of information, discarded material. It looks as if the main bulk of documents were moved from this room and hidden somewhere else. The basement tunnel. It seems the most reasonable conclusion. To access that place is lost. Is it not? The entrance was sealed. But maybe another access? What we do not know about. If we could find and use the device that the professor mentions in his log, I believe we could start to shed some light on the matter. Lever. Lantern. I guess I'm free to roam around now, but... Oh, damn it. I keep touching the side. As soon as you touch the side, it shuts down my little recording program. Oh, my bad. Oh, this is the recording device. That's the tunnels that run through the entirety of the house. Look what we got here. Maybe we could put the leather. Yes. I think it will work now. This sound. Do my ears deceive me? Is that a piano melody? I must see Caliph at once. So is someone who's trapped on the other side of the mine shaft playing a piano? Not to state the obvious, but it sounds like someone is still down there playing the piano of all things. How is this even remotely possible? I do not know, but it seems that something is important to us. It means that there is another entrance to the underground tunnel, and we must find it. But we have run out of leads. You do not find anything else in the archive? And Professor Wright continues to mutter incoherently about childhood memories. My hypothesis, the Professor, my friend, we are running out of options. There might be the only way to find answers we seek. Look at the candle and fix your eyes upon it. Your body is as light as a feather. Everything around you fades. You are entering a dark, endless void. So he's doing the same thing he did with Devitt. He's hypnotizing him. Listen to my voice. Where are you? Okay, a great number of trees surround me. The sun is setting soon. I can go north and west. Go north. Go west. Go elsewhere. Tell me where you are again. Go west. I'm on a beach. There is a huge rock here. Many birds circle on the sky overhead. To the north I see a shore. To the west I see a person. Let's go to the west. As soon as I approach, the figure darts between the rocks as soon as it were frightens me. Go back. Tell me where you are again. Go back. Go north. Beside a shore, the water wets my shoes all around me. I lie on the wrecks of the ships. The north seems sometimes floats on the water. Floats in the water. To the east, I see an edge of the forest. Something floats in the water. Go north. A body floats in the water. I will not look upon its face. It's like one of those retro video games, you know, where yeah, it's like one of those retro video games. The north, something close to the water. To the east, go east. To the edge of the forest. I stand beside the waterfall. It's not water that falls, but mud and rock from a great height. They fall and fall into a bottomless abyss. Behind the waterfall to the east lies a tunnel. To the west I see an edge of the forest. Alright, we're going east. I'm in a dark tunnel. Oscar is here as well. He is upset. He yells at me. He begs me to stop. The tunnel divides into many passages. I go north, south, and west. West? Go east. So back inside the tunnel. I went west, so go south. South is literally the only direction I've never gone. The passage ends here. It's an empty cave. A big round hole in the wall. Behind it, I can hear the sea. Go back. So I guess it's go north. I am seeing a large open space with a piano. Something stands next to the piano. I can't see it clearly. Its face. The tunnel stretches into the dark. Walk around the tunnel. It's very small. It's a very small room. In the center lies a deep pit. A ladder goes down. It is so dark. Down there it lies. It waits. I will not continue. I must go back. Go down the ladder. I cannot. I hear it with me. Its breath. Dear God, I must flee. You must continue. It waits for me. Down there. I have gone down the ladder. I cannot see. It's pitch dark. I can feel its breath. It is here. It is with me. Well, that was fucking creepy. Enough. We went too far, my friend. You were right. I did not think he would react this way. You did well by stopping the trance, Curfman. I think it would be best if we leave it for today. Let us return to the inn. Reflect tonight on what we have witnessed here. Tomorrow let's discuss what our next steps of intervention. January 21st, 1893. 1893. Come in. Curfman, are you alright? Worry not, Wakefield. I'm just feeling a bit under the weather. He said it must be this cold and humidity. Cough. Nothing serious. I would like your opinion about what we heard during yesterday's session. Do you remember anything that could help us in our search? The underground tunnel? Left an impression on the prisoner's subconscious. I agree that the horror experience at the end of the session is too far and too intense. Dissolved solely from his imagination. It speaks of some trauma. The seaside? The sea was a recurring theme during the hypnotic regression. Yes, it's true. Maybe the entrance to the tunnel is somewhere closer to the coast. Mysterious figure? Throughout the trance, he saw an unknown figure with no visible face, the floating body in the water, the person near the rocks, the one beside the piano. Yes, indeed, but I'm afraid it's too soon to unveil the truth meaning of these images. The man shouting at Professor Wright. Mentioned the entrance at the tunnel, begging him not to continue. I cannot remember his name. Very good. It was Oscar. We should attempt to find him. Maybe he may know something about Professor Wright's fears. If we could find this man, I'm sure he will shed some light on the mystery. Why don't you go to the village and try to find something about Oscar? My apologies. I must stay here and recover my strength. Wakeman Inn. A Wickport Inn, Town Square. We can't go back to the there. The Fishman Lodge. You haven't really come across anything utterly terrifying. That's usually the case with every episode, but not this one. No. The windows are closed shut. They saw me coming and slammed the door. The entrance has got to be close to here. An old boat is roasting on the an old rotting boat rests on the shore. The name Providence is written on the side. Something here. It almost looks like a helicopter. An old rusty bronze bell, typical of a seafaring vessel. It's engraved with the name of Ustatine. I'm guessing that this is an old ship is completely wrecked. He talked about shipwrecks, and a lot of time was water, so the entrance has got to be around here somewhere. Some abandoned wooden planes. Perhaps they're here to repair the local fishing boats. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Well, let's go back up. Oh, damn it. My bad. The door to the church of Wakefield. It's closed. Sure is. Oh, the windows are closed shut. Oh, we can go down this alleyway. Nope, we're supposed to go here. We can go in. You cannot cross the sea, Hick. Merely by standing, Let me drink in peace. Are you the ship's captain? Why do you want to know? Does it look like I'm a captain? Your hat? Don't make a captain, townie. You buy a hat like this at any flea market in England. Your 3 earrings, your hands. Because of your hands, calloused of years of knotting ropes and feeling the line. A fisherman has hands like these. Your coarse skin. You met many folk in Wickport yet. It's common enough to... Your 3 earrings. You have doubled the... You have dealt the 3 capes. Is that right? Indeed, I have. Good hope, Louis and the Horn. Therefore, I hold the right to stand before the kings and piss against the wind. If I dies in the seas, these 3 rings, I'll pay my If I die in these 3 rings, I'll pay my wake. But no, that will not happen now. You mean you'll set sail again? I love the sea more than anything. It's my passion, my freedom, and my life. But there are many things about him that we don't want to know. There are far from the coast, in the deep dark, things that are unhealing to behold. Believe me, things await the deep down. Have you seen any of those things? No, but I have heard of 1 or 2 stories the fishermen tell about these seen out there. It's not but tales of young uns, mere superstition from men too cowardly to face the dark. Any good seaman knows that the strong wind is stretched rope and shake the swing. I myself have mistaken such kneelings for the wind of a child, but with one time it was nothing. Then the sea howled. It was a thunder, no. Strong wave clenching at my ship, no. It was a voice that spoke to me, a language I cannot describe, a sound of murder, muttered by a living thing, unlike anything I heard before. I understood. I believe you. Then what happened? So it looks like this is just another part of the game, really. It's just going to continue on from here. Hey, let's go ahead and continue this episode. I did stop playing for a little bit because it just seemed a little bit tedious, so I'll continue here. Okay, so I spoke to him. A lady is dressed rather elegant lately for someone who came to drink in a place like this. Those two fishermen have just given me a suspicious look. Let's talk to the bartender. Good morning. You want a drink? Why, yes. The man sitting in the corner. Fred, you can ignore him. He's a sad, lonely drunk. A man named Oscar? You mean Father Oscar? You can find him in the church. When he's not there, it's right outside. When he's not in there, it's right outside. Have you met Professor Wright? The professor? Sure, saw him every other day as a young'un. Always involved in the village. He was la-di-da, all right, but folks respected him. He got stuck in, didn't he? Last, though, shut himself away, started getting visitors from out of town. He stopped coming to the village entirely, eventually. Last I heard, he'd just gone crazy. None of us knows for sure. Been years since I saw him. When is the church open? I wonder if you know when the church will open. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. Church? Let me give you some advice. Barmaids ain't the people who ask about church opening hours. This here bar is my church. Most of the villagers come to see things my way too. Prayers here these days. The whole village has forsaken the church, but why? The town is forsaken for no work on the coast these days, see? Few can make a living. Most of the fishers and the sailors gave up and left. Half the cottages lie abandoned. Those who stay barely leave their homes. Crept to come, of course. But surely there must be more to this. Many coastal towns face the same struggle, but none lie abandoned. Well, there's rumours, silly stories that you can ask me, but some take them for real. Take them real serious. Fishers, big, dependable guys that you've never seen that stuff on the water. Apparent shapes moaning among the rocks. They say that it's the booze taking, and you should know. Who would see anything out the mist anyway? But the fishers. They're superstitious. But folk believed the tales, and one by one they just didn't come home anymore. I must leave. Godspeed. So they've sort of forsaken the church because this town allegedly sucks. So I'm going to go back down. Hello? There's a woman there. Hello? Oh, excuse me. Are you spying on me? I am sorry. I didn't mean to. You are not from these parts, are you? No, just passing through. Are you alright? Yes. Could you do me a favour? For a long time I wanted to visit the tomb of my lover, but I cannot leave the house due to my illness. Could you please leave these flowers there? No one in this village will do this service for me. Alright. Where is this place? Oh, you could not know how grateful I am. You are a good, kind person. You can go to the graveyard through that path right there. The name you need to look for is Carter. Oh, we can go to the graveyard now. Oh, don't put it like that. It just sounds terrible. I just watch folks passing by. I cannot leave my house, so I spend my days in the window. I learn more about people this way, you know. Really? What can you tell me about myself? I have only observed you for a while, but I can tell that you are on an important mission, looking for someone dear. There is a worry over your shoulders and a long way ahead of you. Well, that is remarkable, and frankly I'm astonished. What can you tell me about the barmaid? Oh, I must have hit the priest. He is a man who lost his purpose. I see him walking aimlessly in the morning and evening, nervous and doubtful. What can you tell me about the barmaid? Eva is a woman with a strong character. Once I saw her kick out a group of drunk sailors from the pub without a doubt. She was in a bad mood lately because her business is not what it used to be. She will not leave the village though, as the others did. I should go. Flowers. A rotten boat. There's a bell. Someone may be able to tell me more about this bell. Oh, okay, so we can actually pick up the bell. Lantern. It's completely wrecked. So now we can go to the graveyard. Spooky. See if she says anything about the bell. I should go. She doesn't say anything about the bell. I'll ask the captain. The 3 earrings. I'll leave you alone. Let's see if I can ask the bartender about said bell. Yep, leave. She has 0 information about said bell, so I guess the only place that we can go to now is the graveyard. Rose Carter. This could be it. Bury my body with the salt driftwood with the green seaweeds and worn out ropes where I can feel the cold autumn breeze. Farewell to those who walk beside my grave. Here I lie, my name written on the stone under the sun. Don't bring me flowers to this place, for rum is all I crave. Now rest under the same stars I sailed by when I was alive. There's no name or date or epigraph on this stone. Maybe we have to clean it? Look at this tree. A windswept old granny tree is clinging to the cliff. With what roots remain, someday it will fall into the ocean below. Oh, hello, sir. Good morning. I'm Dr. Wakefield. You come from town, don't you? You don't answer. I know your accent. Be careful around these cliffs. It's no place for tourists. It's hardly a place for anyone now. The man snorts. You best be on your way back. Strange things have been happening here. What do you mean? Seamen and fishermen alike swear to have heard voices in the roaring tide, inhuman screams, some also say, and there are some who claim to have witnessed ungodly things in the dead of night. I once saw a ghastly crawling thing a ghastly thing crawling out there amongst the rocks. Screams, you say? People have heard screams coming from the sea. Bloody drunks, they say the sea howls at them, as if it was something new. What did you see by the rocks? That thing that you saw in the rocks, can you tell me more about it? Late night it was. Me on my boat, fishing. That's when it gets the best catch. When I saw it, under the water. As the others say, it was on a rock. Perched there like it was smiling for something. Smelling for something? The shape of it, nothing like I ever saw before. Not walking on the earth nor swimming in the sea. The thing was as big and hunched over like a crouching man. The way it moved, the way it made my flesh crawl. Whatever it was, the mist itself, it was ugly. Only hiding its form from my bare eyes. And in the end, despairing away together, I swear I could see the horror again. I take my most vicious harpoon and thrust it so deep into the wretched body that they will have to bury them together. So what are you doing up here? I come here when I can to watch the shore, just in case that thing comes back. The mist down there is just too thick. I can see better from here. Even my eyes are not what they used to be. Damn it, if I could somehow regain my once sharp eyesight again, by God, I would impale the admin for sure. Sharp rocks peek out from beneath the waves. There must be a treacherous waters to sail. So the only thing I can think to do now is put the flowers on the grave. And it was the first one. Rose Carter. Oh, that opened up the church. The bells of the church, it seems that the priest is calling a mass. Town Square. Let's go to the Wakefield Inn. How you feeling? I'm feeling alright, my friend. Cough, just a bit tired. Father Oscar. I discovered the identity of the man we seek. Oscar is a priest in Westport Parish. Why don't you go to the church? You could talk to the priest. I'll let you rest. Back to the town square. Church is this way. Oh, my bad. Yep. Door is open. The windows have been boarded up. Confession. A confessional, so Wickport servants are collecting. Yeah, well, I know what a confession is. Good morning. Good morning, my son. Does anyone come to church anymore? What's the matter? What is the matter, Father? What is happening to your parishioners? This village has seen bleak times. Many have left, and the rest have lost their faith. Every day I ring the bells, but no one answers. My God, have mercy on their souls. What do you suppose that is? I could not say. The mist that shrouds the coast, and the shapes that swell within have been long a source of heresy, but late the stories of people tell are not of pirates and smugglers, but of something more sinister. Some say the devil himself has come to our shore. It is a rumour I dare not disregard. Are you personally acquainted with Professor Wright? Why, yes, of course. Adam was rather, or is not merely, a parishioner, but one of my closest friends. Since our youth we enjoyed many solitary, but sometimes quiet, pheasant discussions. He being an anthropologist and myself a theologian. This is until he fell ill. But since he like that, I have not visited him. I must go. Wait a moment, please. I need to ask you a small favour. Please give this to Adam. I don't know if it will mean anything to him, but it will bring him peace to my soul if there is some token of our friendship resting by his side. Looks like a photo, and now we can go back to the manor. Can I examine it? Lens, picture. A picture of two young men, the Professor Wright and Father Oscar. A humble altar made of unbroidered marble. Can't go up. This degledged and decaying cross reflects the faith of the villagers all too well. So now we go back to the manor. I'm going to tell her I left the flowers by your lover's grave as you asked. Thank you so much. I am in your debt. What can you tell me about Captain Marvel? Not Captain Marvel. Poor Fred. He's always drunk. In old times, when he was not sailing, he'd hang long walks on the beach. He looked happy, but now rare is the occasion when he gives a quick glance at the coast. He has lost all hope. Do you know that man named Oscar? Yes, of course. He is the priest of Wickport's parish. You can find him in the church right there in front of my house. He is a man who lost his purpose. I see him walking aimlessly in the morning. Yep. Let's get the fudge out of here. To Wright Manor. Main door is closed. Is that... What's that? Oh, the clay vase. I thought it was the housekeeper, and she had died in the snow. The clay vase held in the statue is now broken into many pieces. There is an object among them. It must have been hidden inside. Looks like a compass. It must be broken since it does not point north. But it does seem to move. The housekeeper just left the house open. Oh, this room was locked before. This must be the housekeeper's personal bedroom. There is a closed chest here. There's a key inside. A coat stand. A cage covered with an embroidered cloth. The end of the phrase is written on it. A visitor will call. Cloth. Cloth. So we've got two cloths now. There is no bird inside. Oh, he's walking really slowly again. It won't open. Oh, this door is now closed. The door has been locked with a key. Well, we have the key now. Oh, Professor Wright is not here. What the fuck happened? There is an open book on the floor. The Book of Birds. And something has been marked. The birds were travelling to meet their king. When they reached the crossroads, the wretched crow tried to lead them astray into the path of the mist. Many birds followed him, and were lost forever beyond that veil. Only the wisdom of the crested hopi and the presence of the the crest hopi and the presence of the red-feathered robin would lead the remaining 28 back to the path of righteousness. Ever since the birds have sung their praise, for without the hopi and the robin, silence would have fallen forever. Is that could be like we have to cover certain birds in that room. Professor Wright's dressing gown and slippers. Can we search for them? It's still snowing outside. Can't open that up. There's the chair, a large wardrobe. So now I think we have to cover the robin's cage and the hoppy cage, whatever it's called. Nothing new. His ass is walking slowly. Why was his door locked? I'm guessing that the housemaid did it. But why? Oh wait, that's the way out. This fire is out, so that indicates the fire is out. How did this happen? Now that the fire is out, there's no light in the room. Okay, so we've got to find the black head with orange breasts. Corvix. A bird with a yellow beak, as sign reads something else. Grey breast and brown wings. Wait, that says Horaha, a lion? bird with red feathers on its head and breast. Rubella. I think we have to cover that one. Bird inside suddenly grows quiet. And I think it's this one. No. Look. Followed him beyond Vale. The wisdom of the crest hoppy and the courageous of the red-feathered robin could lead the remaining 28. Wisdom of the crested hoppy. So it's got to have like a crest. Red feathered crest. I'll try this one. Oh, all the birds have suddenly stopped chattering. It sounds as if someone's at the door. The door has been opened. What happened to this chair? Oh, I thought for a moment there, I thought it was like tipped over. That's weird. I didn't open the front door, so the character shouldn't have known that it was maybe locked. Okay. I don't need to go back in there. I can go back in there. An iron cast wood stove. Someone showed up. And someone rang the doorbell and someone let that person in. We still have the book. Okay, that achieved nothing. So I hope that helps. Oh, my bad. Bread oven. Maybe they're outside. Oh, okay. So this is where I was supposed to go. Oh, fuck. Oh God, Mr. Right. Is that a cheerful scene which would lifted my heart on any other day? It stands in stark contrast to the tragedy that has fallen upon this house. The poor man, he looks like his heart gave out on him. His eyes, oh God, they are fixed with an expression of utmost terror. Let me see. His fists are clenched. He's holding something. Onto something. It's some kind of stone figurine. He's holding it tightly as if it was protecting him from something. The figure is beautifully carved, but appears to be only half of the artifact. What happened to him? I've seen death before, but never has a body left me so ill at ease. I'm trembling. An old wardrobe. The window is open. A cold air blows into the room. This is serious. I must break the news to Curfman, and of course the local authorities will have to be informed. What? Curfman? What's the matter, Curfman? Don't worry, I have given him a mild sedative. It's not the serum, is it? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Amity. The innkeeper called me because he was worried about your friend. Pleased to meet you. I am Dr. Wakefield. What are Curfman's symptoms? Strong coughing, general feebleness, and dizziness. It is too soon yet for a diagnostics. It could be a simple cold, but the sudden onset and severity of the symptoms is certainly for concern. He must be monitored for the next few hours at least. Don't worry, Dr. Wakefield. I will remain here and take care of your friend. Curfman is asleep. He breathes heavily. He looks very pale. Can we go through his stuff? No. Let's talk to him. Could it be something serious? Something more serious? It's too soon to know. Let us wait and see how his conditions develop. It's still snowing. An ugly painting. I should respect Curfman's privacy. What about his privacy? Fuck him, he's asleep. Town Square seems the best place to go to. I'm going to go to the graveyard just to sort of rule it out. I can tell the priest that the professor is dead. Another guy still here. I'm gonna chat to him, see if there's anything new. Nothing. He's just repeating himself. It's closed. talk to her? Was she still there? No, she gone. The only thing I can think of is maybe to go back... Oh, damn it. Is maybe to go back down to the shore. The guy said that he saw something on the rocks, so he must be up there somewhere, and he can probably see me looming around. People have said that they hear screams, and of course that guy said that he saw something. So, and the professor had performed some kind of messed up experiment. I don't think there's anything to do in this town. Let's go back to the... Oh crap! That's to the end. Let's go back to the right manor. The front door is now open. I never did check out, once I silenced all the birds, I never actually checked them out. Huh. The birds are now all silent. His body is still there. I'm supposed to tell the informants. Fragment. Let's examine this fragment more. A fragment of a stone sculpture. I've been to the basement. There's got to be something else that I can do. The body's still here. I'm going to just examine this house a little bit more. Pretty Pretty sure that this is the maid's little scullery maid. Cast iron stove, yeah. Did she light that, or is it still lit from the last time we were here? That doesn't really make sense though. What was she digging in the backyard though? That's the thing. What was she doing here? We still got these, but I have no idea what they're for. We need more information regarding them. Let's try the inn again. Let's see if we can tell I must leave. Book, okay. Graveyard. It's not the graveyard. There's nothing in the graveyard. It's got to be still in the town. Maybe we have to use the items on people. Bell. Oh, we can actually do that. Why, it's a bell from the Augustine. My Augustine. Where on earth did you find it? I found it on the beach near the shipwreck. Oh, thought I would never see it again. It's... well, clean it and make it shine anew. Which port beach? Our beach. Why... I must go. I must go straight away. Oh, to be reunited with my poor Augustine. Will that remain? What will remain of her? No, I do not go. No. But I must go. But I must. Good day to you, sir. Oh, so I triggered something. Compass. That won't work. Compass. He's down by the wreck. Let's go check out said wreck. There he is there. Neither the cracks of your hull nor flasking paint. None of it matters. You are beautiful as ever, Augustine. Today we will watch the sun set together. Good sir, I cannot put words that what a great service you have done, reunited this drunken crave. Just as you, a stranger, have brought me my lost treasure, may this old sailor spyglass, in whatever way you can, help light your way. Take it from my heart. Oh, so the telescope. So he didn't know that his ship was wrecked down there. Okay, we want to go to the graveyard. We can give this guy the telescope, and then, or maybe we can check out the. We'll try to find that monster. Maybe he can see it and he'll do something, or we can see it and we can do something. Telescope. Yeah, this would help you watch your shore. Why, it's an old telescope to be sure, but it's a telescope that has been patched up to a rare beauty. You have my thanks, stranger. I am indebted. Oh, what is that on the cliff? Well, blow me if it isn't that old Wright's summer house. Why, if it isn't the Wright's old summer house. I thought it was entirely destroyed, but it looks like you can get their stuff using the old cliff path. Excuse me, did you say Wright's summer house? We've got a new location. That must be where the person is playing piano. Yes, I never saw it myself. I was too young at the time, but everyone around here knows the story well. It was a terrible tragedy, you see. One night there was a landslide just beneath the house. Most of the building fell sheer into the sea, leaving only yonder ruins. Many died, though by a miracle young Master Wright was spared. You see it from here? Look, on the other side of the beach. Do you see it? The cliff. Got a new location. Shit, my bad. Cliff, okay. The rocks look like the remains of a landslide. Oh, the guy was talking about how there was a waterfall, but it wasn't of water, it was of mud and rocks. He must have been referring to this. An empty wardrobe, its wood and rotten, long exposure to the sea air. The landscape shows a house that was before the landscape was ruined. There is a particular indentation in the stone. It looks like we're supposed to put the probably the statue in there, maybe. The cliff, this side of the cliff is heavily exposed to the harsh sea winds and waves. The roots of this vulnerable tree are tightly gripped on the rocks to anchor it against the harsh winds. Oh, here we go. These rocks. Oh, yeah, these rocks look like a landslide. There's got to be something in here. An empty wardrobe. No, there's got to be something else in here. Seriously. Oh, that is stupid. Seriously? I clicked on something. The foundations of the house are heavily damaged. I must proceed with the utmost care. It doesn't collapse at any time. That was the roof. Damn it. Nothing. There's nothing in here besides that indentation in the stone in the fireplace. Seriously, there's nothing here. A vigorous drop. I can see the waves relentlessly against the rocks below. That's it. Oh, that sucks. Let's go to the inn. See if there's any change. Must be serious. I have to leave. Okay, the manor? Oh, shit. An old wardrobe. An old wardrobe. Oh, open up the fucking wardrobe, you. I'm clearly getting frustrated now because I don't few books of classical theatre. Like, 'cause I just don't know what to do at this point. The message has been evaporated. A common radiator. Disarray, all mixed up. The device is silent. You know, sometimes things change when you explore a new area or pick up something. They change. It might not be a you know, right in front of me of what I actually have to do, but something essentially has probably changed. Maybe we can go into the church now. That guy isn't back. Let's see if we can use the statue, the fragment statue on her. Nope, let's see if she has something else to say. Captain Wakefield is usually allowed drunk. I guess we can try checking out the priest, or we can see if that captain is still down there. See if that woman wants to talk who's in the window. She is not there. Shit. It's closed. Of course it is. It seems to point in randomly directions. Probably pointing to where I need to go. The graveyard. That's the only place that may have changed since I found the cliffs. Maybe he found something. Maybe he Fell off. I will not waver my direction to destroy that thing while this old body of mine still endures. Okay guys, I kind of figured out what I needed to do, and that was the compass. The compass points to where you essentially have to go, and that is the compass points to this grave. We're going to dig up this grave. This is the grave that didn't have any information on it. There is something buried here. An engraved stone. It seems to be only half of a larger statue. Fragment. Joined together, the two pieces form an intricately carved figurine or idol. It is ancient without a doubt. Huh, interesting. Now, if we can go out to the map. We can go to the cliff. Oh, shit. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go in there anyway. I am right. It has triggered some secret mechanism. There is a passage behind the fireplace. It seems to lead into the cliff. So they were conducting an experiment on someone, but the properties of the experiment is that no one could be close by, and it had to be in the pitch black. But he developed a device that allowed him to, there's a note on the floor, which allowed him to basically listen in. It was a speaker system. Whatever you find down there, find down here, do not stop. I wonder who wrote that. Maybe it was the priest? This is the other side of this secret tunnel. Oh. Oh, looks like this is a maze. I'm gonna go through this one. It is some various substance. It could be some kind of fungus, or maybe the remains of an animal. But there's something rotting on the ground, essentially. What is this? These are human remains. The flesh is gone, but the bones look undisturbed. How long has this lain here? Why on earth did Professor Wright not alert the authorities? I must press on. What possible research I have led to this? I can hear a piano. There's only one way to go, which is here. The piano seems to be louder here. I'll try this side. basically quiet, so we just listen out for the sound of the piano. It looks like we've found... However it was playing on the piano, they heard me and immediately stopped. So this is the other half of the speaker. This is a strange metal device hanging from the ceiling, and they're playing the piano. There is a grand piano placed in the room. What's in here? Looks like they escaped through this. Like this was not originally a doorway. This is something that they managed to break through. Oh, you telling me there's more bloody labyrinth? I can hear something. So I'm pretty sure that was the dead end. Okay, so maybe they didn't actually break through. Maybe they broke through here. A small passage goes into the brick wall. It's too thin to pass through. More of this maze. It's so annoying. And a dead end. Gone back the way. Damn it. I can go that way, or I can go this way. I did something right. What is that noise? It's got to be through here. Oh, it is through here. What is this place? Look like bottles of water. A strange machine. It does not seem to be working anymore. There's a note on the floor. Who has gone will be back, not the same, but somehow changed. Because of what lurks behind the door, waits, and no one has crossed through, can hope to escape its blessing. I must tell Curfman about this. These clothes are torn down to unrecognizable shreds. There is a tag here with 2 initials, H.A. What is this weird machine? I'm going to go up here. There is a large archway covered in stone on the stone wall of the cave. Yeah, but where does it lead? It's like an altar or something. Oh, what's that? What was that? Part of the wall seems to have been dislodged from it, leaving behind a large dark hole. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Oh. Huh. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. My dearest visitor was created... Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Damn. Oh. That was woman... That was weird. That was so weird. Oh, wow, that was crazy. Okay, I'm just reading the painting described by this person. This is just weird. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the episode. Like and subscribe and share if you haven't already. And yeah, stay tuned for episode 3, which will be coming out very soon. Alright, catch you later, YouTube.